it's just you and I, perfectly alone. Darling, I'm not scared to die. Oh, I was calling all alone, waking up in Barcelona, breathing in the coast. Run, you were shining like the summer sun, distracting me from everyone and the things I fear the most. But on the highway, oh, I could stay on with you. On the highway, oh, I could stay on with you. We're perfectly alone. Darling, it's just you and I. Perfectly alone. Darling, I'm not scared to die. Perfectly alone. Darling, it's just you and I. We're perfectly alone. Darling, I'm not scared to die. Slow fever dreams of indigo. Stars are floating down below. I'm waking in your arms. But on the highway, oh, I could stay on with you. On the highway, oh, I could stay on with you. We're perfectly alone. Darling, it's just you and I. Perfectly alone. Darling, I'm not scared to
Good luck sa inyo, lalo na sa bot lane nila. patay.
Teka.
Oh, that's gonna be a knock-up as well. On towards 2. A jump in from EYYA. That's gonna be 2 already gone.
Triple kill.
From EYYA as
Gonna get a
well.
quad.
WPA. They're
Gonna get a quad.
chasing down.
Gets the quad.
Gouter. At Churino shuffle away.
Okay, good luck kay Galata, yung jungler ng Hotdog ni Pollo. Huwag kang papagap sa akin sa jungle.
Nakuha tong Baron. Look at the side lanes. Look at where Relia is, pushing down the bot side of the map. Oo nga, they're very willing to go for this 5v4, but it could just possibly abate as they try and focus down Devour.
Deep goes down already. That's gonna be
Relia
the
tipping in.
The abilities are being popped from EYYA as well. Aaron, and that's gonna be Ember's calling already popped as well. Misto is here, just free.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Handa na ba kayo mata? Joke lang.
The second series is on its way, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to Liga Republika 2025. My name is Phil, your host for the day. And of course, kasama nga natin, syempre, ang ating nagagandahan. Ang ating nagagapuhang casters of the day, syempre, we have Riku together with Doc. Ito tapos na yung game number 1. Okay na. Meron na tayong finalist papuntang grand finals. Pero dito ngayon sa second series, ito yung talaga yung pinaka-mainit, which is ito yung pinaka-gustong-gusto nyo makita. Pero ba't ba, Rico?
Aba, syempre, dahil ang ating West Point Esports Academy ay ang defending champions from 2024 na La Liga Republika. So, ito yung kwento nila din na kung maide-defend ba nila, back-to-back champions ba sila? Or may bago tayong magkakaroon ng corona? Or is it going to be their opponents? Hotdog ni Pollo.
Yeah, makikita nga natin kung ano ba yung tatak ng hotdog ni Pollo dito. Pero nakakatawa no? I mean, isipin mo, nandito ka, tapos yung team name mo, Hotdog. Hotdog ni Pollo. Pollo! Sino ka man? Pero yun nga, syempre mga tol, join muna tayo, of course, dito sa ating official Discord ng Liga Republika. Sa Liga, syempre, scan nyo na tong QR na to, then pagkatapos nun, you're gonna have a chance to win amazing prizes kasi magpo-post kami doon ng mga games. And if ever, meron kayong mga throwback pictures, of course, sa mga bata pa kayo, naglalaro pa kayo ng beta, nung season 1 ng League of Legends.
Grabe naman.
Eh talagang pwede nung i-post doon sa ating official Discord para syempre makita nga namin yun. And of course, kung gusto nyo makita ang baby picture ni Doc, tulad nito. Anong year to, Doc?
This was 2016 Rampage.
Wow, Rampage.
I think na-attend ko yung the second Rampage, yun dun sa SMX. The chaotic one.
I remember that.
The chaotic one.
That one was,
memorable.
Was lovely.
It was lovely.
It was
lovely.
Ito, yung panahon na to, yung Graves, ano pa yan? ADC pa yan sa bot lane.
ADC pa.
Wait!
Uy!
Uy, my God! My God! My God! Ayan.
Tinuturo ko na. Ayan, guys.
Ito yung gawin mo yung pose. Ayan, gawin yung pose. So paglipat sa'yo, dapat ganyan din yung pose mo.
Sige nga.
Ayan.
Ayun yung code,
Ito yung code, guys.
Tinuro.
Ang gayahin ko yung Graves.
Sige.
Dapat serious.
Gayahin mo si Graves. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Yon! Grabe, before and after.
Grabe, ilang years ang nakalipas ulit?
Tagal na. Mga, is it 2025? It's like 9 years.
9 years?
I just know my last Rampage was probably like 10 years ago. So, I know, not grabe naman yung 10 years
15
ago.
lang ako nun, nung 2016.
Tulog.
Okay, let's not talk about their ages right now.
Hindi yun importante.
Hindi yun importante. Ang importante, naglaro tayo ng League of Legends matagal na, syempre, of course, nung una pa lang. Pero yun nga, pagpunta naman dito, ladies and gents, I mean, this match, syempre, match of the century, pagpunta nga dito, sino makakalaban nga ng Inferno? Ang gusto nga, syempre, ni Inferno. Syempre yung isa nga, di ba? Pero for WPE, we're gonna get to see a back-to-back championship if ever talaga mangyayari yun. Pero right now, for the team rankings, at least kitang-kita naman natin kung sino yung nasa top dito, Riku.
Absolutely. I think the one that struck me the most is si West Point Esports. Missed yung AD carry nila. I think kasama siya sa highlights and medyo hakot award siya, Number 1 sa damage dealt. Ika-4 naman sa GPM. Kung baga, hakot awards talaga tong AD carry natin from WPE. So I'm really looking forward to his performance later on.
Hakot Award. Kumbaga, lahat kinuha na niya. Magtira ka naman sa iba.
Tama.
Pero syempre, if ever you're the best, of course, talagang stats don't lie.
Yeah, totoo.
Hindi talaga nagbabago yan. If ever you have the capability, you have the best performance right now, we're gonna get to see later on kung paano ba talaga yung mangyayari. Pero yun nga, once again, it's gonna be WPE Academy versus Hotdog ni Pollo. Well, hindi ko nakikita yung Hotdog ni Pollo dun sa logo nila, pero sila yan.
Matulis.
Oo, matulis. Pero pagpunta naman dito, Doc, no? I mean, what are the things na pwede mo makita sa ating head-to-head? Jungles ulit ang makikita nga natin. We have Filippo together with Devoured.
I mean, this entire matchup again, jungle-sided na naman.
Yeah.
The entire time, no, last year, when I had the greatest opportunity to cast it, no, it
Yep.
was Devoured.
Yeah.
Na kailangan nilang tanggalin ng picks. It was 5
That's true.
bans on Devoured
Wow.
on the jungle. Tapos,
Oo.
nag-last pick pa nga siya dito. So,
Oo.
Filippo has a lot of expectations to be shown here against Devoured, who is, again, the highlight dito sa team na to.
Maybe we can say sobrang respect ban yung nangyayari nga kay
Yes.
Devoured nga dito, no? Pero if ever gonna check out yung head-to-head nga natin kanina, it's actually, kumbaga, ibang-iba dun sa match 1 nga natin Kasi, si Sunshine, 52 kills.
Yes.
Pero pagpunta naman sa kabila, it's actually like 26.
Yeah.
Pero dito, pagpunta dito, yung mga stats nila, parehong-pareho lang. Kumbaga, it's all about kung paano. I mean, I have no idea. It can be WPA, it can be Hotdog de Pollo as well, pero pagdating dito sa game na to, pantay na pantay lang dito, Rico and Doc.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it has something to do with the game changing as well. Parang dumadagdag ang objective sa Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
Di ba? Atakan din sa bagong season. So parang mas malaki na, kumbaga, mahirap na nga yung isang trabaho ng isang jungler. Mas humirap pa ng mas lalo because there's a lot at stake right now.
Yeah.
You have to check lahat ng mga lane. Parang bine-baby, no?
Yeah,
Parang
bine-baby.
babysitter, no? Araw-araw.
Yeah.
Ang hirap maging 8 to 5 job talaga dito kapag jungler ka.
8
But,
to 5 lang?
oh,
Kulang yun, pre.
20%.
On call yun.
On call!
On call.
Napakadelikado
Totoo.
naman talaga. Pero yun nga, the deep pool of the junglers really do take precedence here kasi malakas nga yung pool nila. So, in this 3-game series, we'll see kung ano yung magiging draft nila, kung ano mangyayari. Kasi nakasalalay dun sa jungle, but it could be someone else's role this time around.
Yeah, that's true. Pero yun na nga rin, Jens. Tara, simulan na natin to without further ado.
Woo!
Game number 1 ng second series nga natin, ladies and gents. Once again, Hotdog de Pollo versus WPE Academy. Sino makakalaban ng Inferno sa finals? We're gonna see that later on. So on to our casters, let's go.
We are back! Draft phase this time between Hotdog ni Pollo and WPA. Bans around now specified towards Devoured, no? Kasi tingnan mo naman, Viego, it's a specialty pick. You don't want to give him that.
Absolutely. Pati na rin yung ang mga Pantheon as well, tinatanggal na. So, medyo ang mga champion, the champion pool for the jungle role is gonna be squeezed out a little bit here. So, curious ako kung ano ba yung outcome. Ali being taken out, Azir, it feels really like a very different game na. Parang nakafocus na talaga siya on very targeted bans.
Yeah, it's mostly targeted between jungle and mid kasi malakas din si Argona, malakas din si Haikenan. And yeah, it's a priority. Do they pick the Talia here on the WPA or do they remove it? Yes, they do. So
Varus?
Varus, good slam, pero not good on first pick, I think. I think 1-2 ata, Aurora first pick. They have to give away the Varus, I think.
I think the Varus is one of those game 2, game 3s kind of deal. You wanna make sure you get all of the pinakamalakas na komportable ka. Lalo na Aurora, Silas.
Yoink the ultimate. Nico.
Honestly, after Nico from si Bro,
Sibra.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was, I think this is very ideal for game 1 where you're kinda feeling out the waters pero also you wanna start the heat right away.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, like, bakbakan akong bakbakan.
Oh, and maganda din to sa kanila kasi you're picking the high contested picks early on para di mo sila makagamit later on dito sa series na to. So, Jin getting picked out, kasi-synergize niya kay Nico potentially nga. So, pwede mag-assistance dito just to get the stun, the root, tapos yun, curtain call. So, it's still open for Varus here. Di ko nga alam kung gagawin nilang priority or not, but the Jin is out. Kailangan nilang mag-pick dito on 3.
interesting. They're not really pressured to pick up an AD carry kasi hindi naman yun maaagaw. Although pagdating na sa second phase ng bans, baka makonstrict yung mga top picks natin dyan. You want a pick that is able to wave clear safely. I do feel like Varus is definitely one of them that's still available for the taking. And I think it's a pretty good pick composition as well. You have a Sin Zhao that's really good at skirmishes. Nakita naman natin yung epekto niyan.
Okay.
Oh, I'm really curious about this. Kai'Sa, we didn't see this sa previous series natin, pero Kai'Sa's definitely up there. Really good scaling potential, good backline access. Kumbaga, Jin, gonna be from far away, curtain call. Surprise, kung may access ka sa likod, pwedeng-pwede.
Yeah, and look at it. Xin Zhao, Wukong picked here. Again, these two picks, highly contested. We saw them in 2 separate games between Wukong and Xin Zhao.
Yeah.
So with the two heads going down, Devoured and I think Filippo, they're gonna have a fun time here dito sa jungle natin. So second set of bans, support focused. They don't want the Kai'Sa to join with the Rakan kasi hyper carry siya. Kailangan niya madikit yung kalaban.
And kailangan nila ng heavy engage. I think Sin Zhao is not enough to start the fight definitely. Something that has team fight oomph. And speaking of team fight oomph, tatanggalin na nila si Orianna kasi yun yung isa sa mga best pair sa isang Wukong. So wala na yung mga heavy engage. I mean, what do you want? You already have disengage kasi in the form of Sin Zhao with your ultimate. So you want something with heavy engage. Leona is an option. Rel is an option as well if you want something extra tanky.
Yeah, and the Nico in fact is a support, so they don't have to focus on the support pick anymore. It's mostly dito sa mid top. Wala pa ngang mid dito eh, so they could still go to their deep pool. I think Cinder is a good pick here. They could still pick the TF. That's also another good pick. Yung Ryze kasi parang TF on like not really on not on a boost, but yeah, Sylas is a good pick as well, but you can't pick the Victor. Victor from Arcane.
I see. If this is indeed selected, I can definitely see why. Okay. So far, the first 3 picks are very relatively, aside from melee range, Kai'Sa is quite in there. You're kind of expected to go in there. Aurora as well in a similar note, quite short range for a mage, even though you have poke, it makes up for it through mobility. So I feel like the Chaos Storm and a lot of these utility that a Victor has can really take full advantage of them if you place it the right moment where they all go in.
Yeah, Victor stops all of it. Like AoE DOT, it's very hard to stop, especially close quarters. And they're adding more to the mix too. Bard with the Kai'Sa, and we're still looking for the top lane pick. They need a strong one. Rumble, I think, is still here.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, they could pick the Rumble for top side, but pero parang kulang sila sa AD. So I think Gwen is a good pick. They might go for a Jax Gwen pick here on top lane, or it could be someone like a tank. But I don't like the tank here against the Gwen kasi mapipita siya na masyado.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of shred happening for Gwen. There's
also Anga.
I love this matchup. I do feel like there's a lot of poke potential dito for the side of what do you call this of Fiora as well. You kind of just want to dash in, just destroy some of the vital signs here and there. Because usually Gwen matchup is so annoying because of the mist, right? So as some of the top laners probably are really annoyed at that. So I do feel like Fiora is a pretty good option and baiting out these Ws basically.
Yeah, Hallowed Mist to you needle work also just to stop it. Has a parry, has sustain. So he could go head to head here against the Gwen. But all in all, this comp really feels like they both synergize really well. The junglers are the main focal point here, but let's not forget there is the Nico and the Bard that could disrupt any of the team fights if they so please.
Exactly. I think both of these team comps are very susceptible to 4-1 splits here with the Gwen and the Fiora doing, well, the split pushing. Not a 1-3-1, definitely a 4-1. They definitely all need each other here. It's not the Orianna on the Wukong, so walang kailangan na i-deliver na bola, pero pwede din sila magsimula ng laban using the Pop. Imagine Cyclone Pop Blossom combo.
Woo!
That one is juicy.
Tapos may kasama pang Victor.
Yeah.
Lalaki pa ng lalaki yung yung kay Storm. Yippee!
Exactly.
Ang sarap ng buhay ni Argona doon. But damage-wise, I feel like they're okay. Tankiness though, both of them are very squishy. So this Jhin is gonna benefit more as well as the Kai'Sa. So they could both pop any of these guys at any time.
Yun nga yung wino-worry ko. Kasi ang isang Nico, you'll always expect the Nico to go in front and pop the Pop Blossom. Pero pagdating naman sa positioning ni Mist, I'd be worried because the Aurora can sneak in, Killer Instinct can sneak in with the Xin Zhao as well. And a Gwen can also set up these flanks on the side. And really totally cut your AD carry off from the entire team. So, maraming options sa pag-atake yung team ng Hotdog. Ni Hotdog, ni Pollo.
Ay, you're right.
Sorry,
naman,
I really keep
naman.
saying Hotdog para mawala na si sistema ko. You know,
Tama.
feeling ko intentional din para ngumiti tayo, no? Lahat tayo.
Tama
Yes,
naman.
Hotdog. It's a very, very specific Filipino humor too. So,
Yes.
I love that so much. But also sa kabila naman, may option din, di ba, 4-1? Pero they're mainly very front to back
Yes.
leaning.
Yeah, I still like the engage here for WPA. Once the Nico Jin comes in, they have a source of engagement. But for the side of Hotdog ni Pollo, again, maganda din yung engage nila. It really comes down to who gets to engage first because that's where majority of the burst is coming in. But I do fear that the Victor Chaos Storm will do much more harm than good dun sa kalaban once nakapasok sila dito. So they have to be careful of that later on in the fight.
And how do you maneuver around that is going to be the biggest question dito. And will set the tone of this BO3. Again, everyone is hungry for that LCP slot. The only one slot for the Philippines. And it's going to be a big, big honor to represent your... Not everybody can say it, huh? Like, I represented the Philippines, my region, in an international...
region.
Yeah, my region
Pepe
in an
Heart.
international tournament. Yeah, exactly. Pepe Heart.
Oh.
Oh, cute.
I
So,
love it.
again, this is one of those steps. Semifinals. We already have Inferno waiting at the grand finals. The biggest question is, sino ba ang makakalaban nila? The Hotdog ni Pollo ba? O kaya naman itong West Point Academy, West Point Esports Academy?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to be here. If WPA can defend their title, so be it. But again, yun nga, Hotdog ni Pollo, they have all expectations. Mababa yung expectations na yung kay Hotdog ni Pollo eh. All they have to do is subvert it talaga against WPA. Sila yung defending champions. Nasa kanila ang boiler room right now. And for Hotdog ni
Totoo.
Pollo, bahala na. Sila nang sila nang magpapainit dun sa boiler room nila. Sila na bahala sa lahat. So, it all comes down to the game. It all comes down to the draft. They have their champions and I think they are ready to go.
Yep.
Who do you think has the better team comp here? Do you have an early prediction? What's gonna
Feeling
happen?
ko kung sino, si Hotdog ni Pollo. Mas gusto ko talaga yung comp, yung burst potential nila. Lalo na yung pagka-reliable na engage nila.
Yeah, but here we go. Two teams on the semifinals now for game number 2. Who will get the early advantage in this series? Hotdog ni Pollo or West Point Esports Academy? Only time can tell when we get into this game. Let's get to it. Grabe. Ang ganda ng red side. Oh, grabe. Why is it greener than the one on blue side?
I think,
Ano ba yun?
Parang aesthetic, I think.
I think...
Kasi sa TFT, may skin na ganito eh. Yung parang purple na cherry blossom, tapos yung medyo green na pink cherry blossom.
Dun sa kabila?
Yeah.
Oh,
May
ang
ganun
ganda.
din sa TFT.
You know, I'm glad, like, lore-wise, Xin Zhao was able to get some lore with Yunara.
Oh my God, yes! I
Alam
found
mo
out
ba?
about that recently.
Grabe!
Also.
I was like, Xin Zhao!
Wow!
Ba't ka may bad here? You know what? I'm not complaining. I like Xin Zhao a lot. He's a very easy champion to pick up, especially if you're new. Guys,
Yeah.
if you're playing League, if you want to play a jungler, pick Xin Zhao.
Yes.
He's very easy to play, to pick up as a jungler. You press W, if it hits, press E, and then press Q. That's it.
Yep.
Like, you don't have to
Very,
worry
very
about it.
straightforward. Very straightforward. Also, big shoutouts pala sa mga sumusuporta sa stream at hindi lang yung sumusuporta sa mga teams
Yun.
nila, yung mga barkada nila na nandito sa tournament.
Nanonood.
Big shoutout sa inyo.
Alam mo, may mga nag-watch party naman dyan eh.
True.
Sila Inferno, again, yung Inferno EYYA, I feel like may mga nag-watch party. Right now, especially for WPA and Hotdog ni Pollo, may nakikita nga ako nung last year, ang dami nag-watch party para makita yung WPA.
Yep.
But there is a stun right in front. An early team fight, but again, pretty weak. But there's a lot of burst potential dito sa fourth shot ni Jin kung makuha nga niya. But not gonna happen this time early in the game.
Yeah, no one can really truly say who won that trade kasi nga halos patas at
Patas nga.
dobleng heal ang na ilabas. So, let's take a look at what the expectations are dito sa duo lane. There's a lot of poke potential dito sa side nila Mist. So I assume, Gochi really should be careful kasi nga malakas yung zoning potential ng isang Nico, malakas ang kanilang level 2. Kasi pag natamaan ka ng Q, pwede kang ma-W ng isang Jhin, you might get rooted, you will lose the trade. So it's all up to Pandemonica to make sure na, and that's really sad, right? Because if you're a bard, you are expected to sort of roam around the map. But if you're pushed up like this, hindi ka makakuha ng chimes and all of that jazz as a bard.
Yeah, and I mean, the bard's objective is to be as chaotic as possible, no? If you're susceptible to just one lane, you don't have the chaos in you. Oh, early snip. Coming
Hindi
in.
makuha yung left side
di niya
Hinag niya yung wall.
Umilag no?
Hinag niya yung wall, so walang access.
And this is the beauty of the top lane talaga, no? Oh, grabe. Bruiser matchup. Hindi yung island nung last series
Yeah, like the
natin.
tank matchup. Yeah.
Joke lang.
Okay, to be fair, that's one of the more exciting matchups.
Yeah,
Kasi
nung last yung last game nga
Rumble and
natin.
Ornn.
Parang rumble talaga doon. Pero na yun, mas bakbakan talaga doon. Bruisers galore. I love it. Let's keep it going dito sa top side natin. I do want to talk about what's gonna happen later on as the early stun comes through. Not enough damage to finish the Bard off. He does have heal with his chimes, but that will be it. So low sa damage, and they're just focusing on the comp for the side of WPA. They like poking, and they will continue poking.
Yep, absolutely. Yun lang talaga. You just tag someone, and then the W will come in, and then Miss is gonna stun you, and then you basically make yourself a little bit untradeable kasi ang layo mo. We talked about the range discrepancy and differences of the composition of Hotdog in general. So I like this coming from the side of West Point. Sobrang aggressive nila sa bot lane kasi yung jungler side nila, nasa side naman nila. Now they can play a bit more restrictive kasi andun siya nag-move on. And then Filippo devoured early matchup.
Yeah, it's an early fight here in the Raptors. I mean, malakas din yung kill potential between the two of them, but there is a lot of threats going on the board here for WPA. So just back on away. No need to risk it all here early on. As Wukong will just have to back off for now. I think full clear naman ata sa kanya. And Hotdog ni Pollo, just looking to just farm out in the meantime.
Para naman sa mid lane, I can assume sobrang big deal ng isang victor sa mga malalaking 5v5s. Ganoon naman din si Aurora, pero the burst potential kasi mas malakas.
Oh, mas malakas.
Mas malakas ang isang Aurora. So, the immediate possibility of a 4v5 is open. We get to see Pandemonica off from a lane swap here. Kasi nga medyo walang priority yung lane ni Gwen eh.
That's Seri. I think that's Seri. Yeah.
Yeah, Seri.
Seri.
Ay, mali pala. Wala magawa yung lane nila Gochi kasi kaya kinailangan nila mag-lane
Yeah, they need to move.
Yeah, they gotta move.
I think they have to time the lane swap naman, which they are planning to do here with the Nico going home, but they have to finish the Dragon first before anything else so that they can take advantage of this lane swap na ginawa nga ng Hotdog ni Pollo. Because again, they need to get the CS. Medyo down sila right now because they kept poking them. They couldn't get, and that turret was very annoying. Hindi mo ma-time ng maayos.
Exactly. Kesa naman maput ka pa ng advantage. Lalong-lalo na they will definitely need Kaisa as the, that late game alongside with the Gwen. They really... Oh!
Oh my goodness. They almost
died.
died.
Life. Crazy.
Is that 2 summoners spent for the Aurora and the Victor? Yes, it is. At least nakaback ng maaga dito yung Victor, so he's able to get back. And it's pretty frozen naman dito sa mid. So nothing lost for both sides. So pretty risky for the Aurora that time, no? And again, very nimble sa pagtakas dito. Level 6, as you said, online. What is Azabeth gonna do? That's the Wukong. Oopsie! I thought that was actually Wukong.
Yeah.
It was just the Nico.
I thought it was the Nico, and then that was the clone.
I'm getting spooked too, Rico.
There's 2 clones.
Which is the real one?
That's pretty funny. Okay, now I have no idea that Filippo is there. So, kaso hindi na sila magsisimula ng laban kasi ito na yung lane swap. Wala na kasi yung objective dun sa baba.
Doon
Kaya
sila sa
sila,
taas.
doon naman sila sa grubs. And we're gonna be seeing a bit of a pause here, but this gives us time to anticipate kung ano mangyayari in the next few minutes. So, again, we get, the pressure is gonna be towards Hotdog side, kung paano nila ma-even out yung map control. So therefore, they want the grubs. How will they succeed is, again, level 6 is going to be very important here. Killer Instinct, Tempered Fate setup is a possibility. And basically, you just want to avoid the Pop Blossom from anything else to derive it of value. And then that's when you make your move. I think the Pop Blossom is such a huge deal in cutting off, and separating fights. So I think they should definitely be wary about that. But they also have their own kasi. Tempered Fate is super key here.
Yeah, it's an early tempo nga for the Pop Blossom if it does connect. And you're kind of forced to remove a summoner spell on your hand because wala naman silang masyadong utility there besides the Tempered Fate, besides the dash here from the Kaisa. It takes one good Pop Blossom to change the
There
fight.
it is.
Hall of Mist! Needlework here. They're trying to play with the vital signs as they just live another day. Both ults used for the top laners as it's just a neutral scenario. The Sinjaos are around the area. Where's the ward? Oh, hello! Are they gonna go for it? Are they gonna chase on the other side? The wind becomes lightning! Audacious charge! That should be the 3-talon strike! Instead, it's gonna be Seri taking first blood with the snip, snip, snip from Gwen.
Oh, if the ward only was able to come in a few seconds earlier, makikita niya yung pag-cross ni Filippo doon. Pero it happens. It happens. But crazy stuff though. 8 minutes in, saka pa lang tayo nakakuha ng first blood. It has been quite the tempered for early game for both of these teams.
It's a slow farming game nga kasi none of these guys can pop off at like what 1 to 2 items, I guess. They have to be a little bit more fed. I mean, kumpara nga nung game number 1 last series, the Sinjao.
Ang mapipressure na simulan nito.
Yeah.
Ang mapipressure na simulan nito.
Yeah, it's a slow push. There's
Conqueror proc, kaya siya biglang nagkaroon ng heal. But either way, kaya hindi siya namatay.
Yeah, he was living the entire time too. And the fact that the Jin just kept shooting his Whisper, getting that fourth shot in, and the Q being available just gives so much damage, that leaves so much damage for the board there for Hotdog de Pollo. Unfortunately, was not able to utilize it. Now they're back on the neutral state. WPA with the early lead. 1K gold advantage.
At least, may konting, I think nakakuha ng siguro isa.
Isa lang.
Sila Hotdog. So, they'll take what they can. Lalong-lalo na, it's fights like those na you wish you had a mode of disengage, which is again si Sinzao dito in this case. Pero it was an all-in type of thing. So, therefore, medyo they couldn't cut their losses there.
Yeah, I mean, okay lang naman ata sa kanila dito. I mean, as long as they keep on fighting, they're testing the waters pa naman dito. They knew they had first blood. They could react to this later on with a big team fight. But for now, they need to check kung ano yung mangyayari dito because you look at the first fight, nag-all in sila ng marami and most of the people here, yung range niya, masyadong close for WPA side. Kahit yung Jin lang, kahit malayo-layo yung yung distance niya dito. Kinda helps them with the full engage with the Pop Blossom plus a Cyclone combo. Dragon is up though. They're looking towards it.
This could be our very first big 5v5 teleport available for Siri, kaya siya ay maglalakad itong si Win.
Yeah, it's walking down. Half
Ay,
HP
hindi.
in the
Ano
Dragon.
siya?
They have the TP available. Pop Blossom onto 2, but the Crescent Guard stops them both. They do secure the Drake, but without one casualty here for the side of WPA. It's gonna be Hex Gates being activated here as they do secure Dragon, but for Hotdog de Pollo, they are satisfied with that. The result is just take more of these objectives early on. Devoured, fortunately, not gonna be able to secure it.
I think that's a super sweet deal. Dragon minus a kill plus potential tower plates for win. I think that's a pretty good win. I think siguro mga nakadalawa siya habang palakad pabalik itong si Siri. And I think that's a really sweet deal, and I think that's gonna be really scary mamaya itong si Fiora mamaya sa mga 4-1 split push na gusto nilang gawin. So far, bounties are building towards Devoured. But fights kinda happen. No, heal and flash.
Yeah, he used Audacious Charge plus Wind becomes Lightning, so doesn't have any of these engage gap closing abilities. 3 Talon Strike a little bit too far ahead. And we really need to talk about what the items will be later on in this game. Nakita mo yung Fiora, Ravenous Hider ata yung gagawin niya dito.
Yep.
It's very sustainable dito sa top lane, but as of the moment, still getting picked out a bit dito by Seri. He's a little bit fed. 2-0.
Ang hirap kasi, it depends on how reachable your vitals is so that you can... nasa likod eh.
This
hirap.
matchup is so annoying.
Yeah,
too.
it is. It is quite. There it is.
Oh, where is Devoured? Right around the area. Tempered Fate, though,
Whoa!
countered. As the Bard is kinda alone. Snip, snip, snip. Needle work. I think Seri's gonna go down. This might be a double kill for the side of WPA. And they do secure it. Top lane and jungle securing 2 kills. WPA having a significant gold lead at 13 minutes.
Mukhang pagka-uwi, pag nakuha tong tower na to, posible niya na matapos yung Ravenous Hydra. Pero nandun si Filippo, so hindi niya papayagan na ma-takedown nga iyon. So far, not, when I imagine the team fights later, lalo na yung mga, siguro yung mga big 4v4, mahihirapan talaga. Positioning is going to be so key for WPA, as in sila missed. Most definitely. Because I feel like there are going to be opportunities pag medyo mas bursty na itong Aurora. Hahanapin. Yung curtain call lalo na. Curtain call puts you, it's similar to Misfortune. It puts you in a standstill. It deals a lot of damage, but it gives you... Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, an engage here this time. The Chaos Storm, he's trying to solo the both of them at the same time. And there's nowhere for them to go. But back to the spawn. Pop Blossom just to secure the kill. And they'll take it. Rampage for WPA.
This came out of nowhere. The river was a little is warded, so parang medyo nakakommit na kasi sila sa fight. So there was no turning back there, and they had no means of escape. So they finally get rewarded a tower, more gold dito para kay Win, and that's gonna be incredibly scary a bit more. And I think yung pambawi talaga nila dito, it's when you look at it, it's very different yung Sinzao game versus previously. It does feel like the lanes are so hard to gank.
Yeah.
They're so hard to gank because we talked about this earlier, di ba, Doc? Yung pag pumasok ang Sinzao, pumasok yung short-range champions, ilalapag lang yung Chaos Storm. And medyo you have the choice to either just go back.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
draft-wise, that Victor pick was a really good counter pick for any of these engaged champions. You just put the gravity field in the middle. It's like, okay, I'm stunned.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I'm not gonna play anymore. Chaos Storm? Okay, 1v2. Nasa akin na lahat.
Exactly.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Hindi magtatagal yung Chaos Storm unless magkaroon siya ng kill, di ba?
Yes,
Okay.
reset.
So, ganun yung kailangan nila ng
I think
reset.
so, yeah.
Yun nga, nahihirapan silang talunin yung Victor kasi nakatayo lang siya dun sa taas ng Chaos Storm. So, what do you risk? Your HP bar or the kill?
Or the kill. Like,
Yeah.
if you can kill Victor super fast, then yes. Lalong-lalo na habang wala pa yung, defensive items.
Oh, an engage this time. Snip, snip, snip. But there's too many people.
Teleport.
Gravity
There's
field in the
Ayan na nga
middle. He's getting stunned. They can't counter him. Pop Blossom to connect. And where did the Gwen go? Disappeared. Killing spree onto Mist. And they're looking to chase them down. Tries to stun them. Excellent showing for the side of Pandemonica. They need to secure it. They finally do. Between Worlds getting activated. Twofold Hex. Securing for Azabeth. Tempered Fate doesn't connect. As Devoured, they continue the fight. Further on in the fight, where are they going? It's just the staff of Devoured with the Wukong making him unstoppable in this series. 5-0, hasn't been killed yet. It's so hard to stop this Wukong right now, Riku.
Basically, time and time again, that's what we expected to happen, right? The Chaos Storm Gravity Field being put together if you want to dive that Victor. And there's definitely, gotta be creative with these angles or switching of targets. Kaso si Mist kasi napansin ko ang kanyang positioning. Teka lang, Dragon Fight.
Oh, Dragon Fight. He gets rooted though. Where's the follow-up, Gwen? He can just dash out of on harm's way, so I think the Sinjao has to back off. There is Devour. They have to give it away. And that's another objective that Hotdog ni Pollo could have gotten, but there was just too much manpower. There's too much items right now for WPA. They have to pass it on again.
They really are showing why they are the defending champions
True.
this year from last year. And napaka-confident nila, I really appreciate teams where, alam mo yun, yung walang kulang, walang sobra.
Oh,
They're sakto lang,
Oh.
but sometimes it's a necessity to play a clean game.
Yeah, like, they just don't have to miss. I mean,
Yep.
if they don't miss, then, you know, don't fix it, no? Kasi sa kanila na yung
True.
laban eh. And Hotdog ni Pollo, they still playing like very scrappily, which I do like. But the more that these fights go na natatalo sila, mas lalaki ng lalaki ang goal advantage ng WPA dito.
Yeah, exactly. And the Fiora is gonna get even more stronger. Mamaya, Dragons are gonna keep stacking up. The explosive damage of it all. Victor's also gonna get much more powerful. Kagaya ng sinabi mo, it is gonna be the Ravenous Hydra being already finished. Swiftness ang kanyang pinili. Most likely just in general movement speed. Especially the vital points for skirmishes is just so important for you to win all of those. So that's gonna help really assist to have access towards that.
Yeah, they just need to survive at this very moment, but WPA just getting more objectives here. It's so hard to chase again. They have the Herald to go for, so they could just put it down anywhere. But there is no objectives currently, so they'll just have to hold for this Rift Herald for now. And I do like the items that Devoured has right now. This is Sundered Sky plus IE. That Q hurts. I do not want to be on the receiving end of Wukong's Q right now.
Oh my, 504? You've got to be kidding me.
Ooh, let this man cook.
Yeah, let this man cook for sure. Devoured. He's not Devoured, he's the chef. Or he can be both the chef and the consumer.
Yo!
Yo!
Hayaan mo siyang magluto.
Magluto.
Ano yan? Ano quotes ba yan ni Sir Boss Ninong Rai? Pero yun nga, ang hirap na yun sa sitwasyon ni Hotdog ni Pollo. They need to rely on a big fight to get back into it. But they don't have a form of engage here. It's only just the Sinjao plus the Bard.
Yes, Tempered Fate, Xin Zhao. And I think they're going to be after skirmishes for sure. They have so much damage to burst someone down. But the thing is,
They can't engage.
they can't engage. WPA is playing very safely. They're not putting any openings. They're guarding quite diligently para sa kung saan nila gusto umatake, which is more of like leaning a little bit towards the bottom side of things. Lalo na si Win, kailangan niya mag-ingat. Oh,
Yeah, it's just spamming here in the mid side. And you know that Miss just wants to farm here. Atakan did spawn out, so it's another objective that Hotdog ni Pollo needs to contest, or else it's gonna go way out of hand for them. Mist still online, has RFC, has Yomu's Blade. He could just play distant the entire time. Just don't worry about the other team.
absolutely. Okay, Tempered Fate's gonna be a big deal here.
Put it in the middle. Just do it. No vision, just put it down. Half HP on the Atakan right now. They have to back away. But it's a little bit... Oh, yeah, they have to
pulled
back
away.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to respect it. Because they know one big fight. Because Fiora's on the bot side. There's no TP. There is a TP, but I don't think they're going to use it as of yet. They'll just destroy the tier 2 turret. And just risk getting this Atakan here. It's still going.
It's half HP. It's not. It's the yellow. There's the yellow bar.
There you go.
They're doing a little bit of a dance here.
Oh, because they need to pick someone out. And that someone is Maikehan. That gives them a free pass onto Atakan. A low kill game, so it's another side of Atakan here, but it's a guaranteed one, in fact, for them. So Hotdog ni Pollo, they have to give it away, and so much stats are going on the way of WPA. I do worry about the state of Hotdog ni Pollo this game.
Oh yeah, it's so clever. Like again, similar to Baron, Atakan can be used to bait out fights that you're not ready for. Lalong-lalo na you're playing from a deficit dito. So creative. The way that they're just using Devoured as a way to just assassinate anybody that comes their way. Kayang-kaya. 604 na siya, guys. Sobrang with a 700 gold bounty on top of his head.
Yeah.
Wanted that was devoured. Grabe.
Has upgraded boots too. Mist is also unkillable this game too,
Yeah.
because how can you kill him? He's so far away. He has an RFC. He could just curtain call Deadly Flourish, and yeah, somehow, some way, he's gonna get a secured kill. That's a stun on to Azaven. Has to run away. Pop Blossom defensively not able to burst it down. This is the perfect time for them. The clone connects onto the other clone. Gets one at the Tempered Fate. That should be the kill onto Argona, but a good flash to get away of a sticky situation. The Rift Herald gets spawned in. Are they
Battle
gonna
Rift
go
Herald!
in? Ah!
Rift Herald!
I'm going
kidding.
in! Okay, they're going back to the turret. Okay, so they secured the dragon, but not without consequence. The turret is now gone. They're gonna go for another
Two
charge here.
turrets! 2 turrets! 3 turrets potentially.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they,
One dragon versus...
oh no, he missed! Oh, he's going the other
He's
side.
gonna help. He's gonna
Oh
help.
no!
Come on.
Boom!
Oh my gosh.
That's the inner turret. They have to stop them. Twofold Hex, not enough damage. So that is the tier 3 turret gone. Potentially the tier 2, only half though. As Hotdog to Pollo, they're looking to go for the fight. Snip, snip, snip. Needle work still a ways away. Seri's a little bit too far in. Hollowed missed to get out just to alleviate the damage, but he still gets killed out. Not a lot of people left for the side of Hotdog to Pollo's WPA. They convinced themselves that they are still the best team here for game number 1. A shutdown for WPA as they're going to the Nexus.
Macro gameplay at its finest dito para sa West Point Esports Academy. Pinili nila, okay lang sa inyo yung Dragon. Basta kami, 3 tore ang kukunin namin.
Yeah, potentially more nga para sa side ng WPA. Not a lot of people to defend, just the support. You can't really have faith here if you're gonna be the ones deciding it. As WPA, they push themselves to take advantage for game number 1.
Ang bilis!
Grabe!
23 minutes, 24 minutes. That is such a fast game. At first, it was so quiet. Then all of a sudden, nung nalaman na, they devoured. And then the rest, like, okay, we're ready to fight. We're just gonna press the ante. We're just gonna keep going. At iyon na nga, na-reward sila. Dragon, in exchange for the end of the game? That's
I'll
such
take
a
it.
crazy deal.
Trade offer.
Trade offer, yes.
Good deal.
Good deal. Good deal.
Plus rep. Pero ito, yes, sobrang bilis nga ng game. Actually, they're 1 minute more than dun sa shortest game na natin ngayon na 22 minutes.
True.
But yeah, pagpunta nga dito na, in terms of objectives, it's just WPA. They're on it. Kumbaga, they know what to do. They know where to go. They know who to fight pagpunta nga dito ngayon sa game na to. So, in terms of them playing, there's no wonder. Sila nga talaga ang defending champions natin dito, Rico.
Grabe.
Absolutely. Ang ganda na, again, macro gameplay truly excites me. Yung the way that people decide cross-map play, decide to trade objectives from one point to another. Nakita nila na, okay, Dragon's being taken, they're all there.
Yeah.
Nagpo-push na yung Fiora sa taas. We have a lot of space. We've got Rift Herald as well.
Yeah.
Why not just get everything? And that is always fascinating to watch, lalo-lalo na yung mga teams natin dito sa Pilipinas.
And I feel like nga Devoured had the entire eyes glued on that minimap. Parang nakaganto yung mata niya. One dito sa champion niya, tapos yung isa dun sa minimap. Nakita niya yung Fiora, sabi niya, sige, punta tayo doon. U-turn! After ng first turret. And dun nga, the game was wide open after that. But even before that, lahat ng objectives nakuha nila.
That's
halos parang walang contest para dun sa side ng Hotdog de Pollo.
Yun nga rin yung ipo-point out nga natin dito. It's all about the objectives na nakuha nga rin talaga ng WPA. Pero if ever naman check ulit natin ginawa nga kanina ni Devour, he literally devoured everyone dito with a perfect game. Pagpunta nga dito ngayon sa game na to. Pero yeah, as you can see dito sa ating game stats, I mean, yes, WPA, meron naman silang 3 dragon eh. I mean, yes, isa nga dito sa Hotdog, pero syempre, at what cost?
The
game. The game. That was crazy. Devour did a fantastic job, and I think it was the layering of decisions, diba? It was the Nico and the Jin bot lane.
Yeah.
What they got priority. Medyo hindi nakapag-farm, kaya nakapag-lane swap. After their Dragon, sunod naman sila dun sa taas. Yung pagkasunod-sunod ng decision-making is also what makes West Point Esports Academy really strong.
Pero as you can see, no, I mean, look at that. Total damage dealt Victor, 16k.
Oh, yun pa.
More than Wukong, more than Jin. I mean, with this, if ever, owning na yung mid nyo, owning na yung jungle nyo, pati yung ADC nyo, ano na yung mangyayari sa mga susunod, di ba? And just for the side of Hotdog de Pollo, we can say, medyo hindi na din talaga sila naka-keep up sa capabilities nga rin ng kalaban nila.
It was close. It was still close though early game, but it was never like they never got ahead out of the gold leader. So WPA, they just kept the lead a little bit further away, and then finally, okay, kung nakita nila yung yung ending point nila, sabi nila, okay, I'll just go for it. And that again, the reason why naging MVP dito si Devoured.
I mean, with Devoured, man, sila nakita nga natin, syempre, kumbaga, ang season ngayon is a battle of the junglers, of course, na everyone really outperforming the other one. But yeah, once again, our MVP of the day, we have Devoured natin game number 1, syempre, we have Wukong nga yung gamit niya. Kumbaga, it's second time na talaga nakita nga natin yung Wukong nga ngayon sa araw na to. So, at least, Devour, there's no wonder as well kung bakit siya ang nandito nga sa head-to-head. And for the side naman nga ng mga kalaban nila, yung mga ka-hotdog natin dyan, I really hope na makabawi nga sila. But this battle is really intense, Rico.
Yeah, I think it all started with this Chaos Storm. Itong si Agrona, ang ganda ng kanyang mga timing sa kanyang mga skills, sa yung mga utility. Pagkapasok ng hotdog, sorry, ng hotdog ni Pollo, sobrang hirap. Kasi nandiyan na yung mga stun, nandiyan na, naliligo sila sa damage ng basically ng Gravity Storm.
Naliligo dun sa ulan eh. Dun sa ulan ng Gravity.
Example.
I think that's where majority of the damage na nangyari. Nag-Gravity Field lang, tapos nag-Chaos Storm. So, pasunod-sunod lang sila. They just kept connecting on all of their ults. And again, Hotdog de Pollo, one by one na nababagsak sila dito.
I mean, from the get-go, nakita lang natin, syempre yung mga champions nga dito, it's like nababasa na natin kung paano rin nila ipi-play out yung mga clash nga nila if ever, no? I mean, lalong-lalo na, okay, Nico nandito. Jin as well. Wukong. So, kumbaga, in our minds, alam natin kung anong mangyayari, alam natin kung paano nila isa-synergize yung lahat ng abilities nila, and nagagawa nila yon, Rico.
Yeah, meron na silang set play in mind, tapos parang step by step, okay, papasok sila, ito yung gagawin natin. O, nandito yung Fiora sa taas, ito yung gagawin natin. It's just really praktisado ng WPA yung kailangan gawin sa current meta ng League of Legends.
So, Doc, ito, game number 2. Mangyayari rin ba yung nangyari nga sa first series natin?
Depende sa draft natin. Kasi grabe, ang lakas ng draft ng WPA. If they keep this up, I feel like nga magiging 2-0. They have to up their draft. They have to start picking weird job. They have to dig deep dito sa pick nila.
Kumbaga, we can say siguro ba experience din talaga, syempre. Yung skill level din na meron din ng WPA nga dito. Kaya rin sila nakakakuha ng mga ganitong klaseng compositions. Everything in their minds, syempre, para nga din talaga magawa ng mga ganitong klaseng clashes, team plays as well. And yeah, we're gonna see that later on para sa ating game number 2. We've seen game number 1. And syempre, nanalo ng ating defending champ, which is ang WPA Academy. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna head to a very, very short break. And right after that, game na tayo sa match 2. Really can't wait, ladies and gentlemen. Pero yun na nga, this is Liga Republika. See you later. Is this gonna be the last game or meron pa tayong third game later on? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Phil. Welcome once again sa second series ng Liga Republika 2025. And syempre, makakasama ko ulit ang nagagandahan, ang nagwagapuhang casters nga natin. Panels, of course, together with me is Rico PH.
Woohoo!
Kasama ko rin si Dropout Candy. Halo! So yun mga tropa, kasi magkakasama na nga tayo dito. Ito before tayo pumunta sa good part, sa best part, syempre, bigyan muna natin ng isang kagandahan na bigayan sa mga viewers nga natin ngayon. Dahil ikaw, ikaw tol, you're gonna have a chance to win amazing prizes, lalong-lalo na kasi magbibigay kami ng mga codes para sa inyo. Actually ngayon na ito.
Uy, yan na!
Ay! Ito.
Hinahabol.
Ayan Sige, habulan tayo.
Isisi nyo na yan. Isisi nyo na yan.
Guluhin mo sila direct, gawin mo inverted.
Pwede ba yun?
Grabe naman.
Hindi, pwede. Yung last na yung last letter or number, burahin mo.
Burahin.
Question mark yung ilagay mo.
Yow!
Oo.
Tapos i-guess lahat.
Tapos i-guess mo, tapos yung code na naman nun, unlock na lahat ng skins.
Oh!
Paunahan yun, men.
Pwede yun, ano?
Ang mahal nun.
Sobra.
Oo.
Sobra.
Tas-
Pero kailangan ng i-claim agad.
Oo.
Kasi or else mawawala
Yun nga, tapos si Riot PH, ang nagawa nyo, Bill. Ano ba yan?
Lugi.
Talagang kamot ulo. Pero yun nga, I mean, pagpunta naman dito sa second game nga natin, I mean, yes, WPA is just them owning everyone.
Yes.
Kumbaga, if ever we're gonna siguro give them a word, siguro, domination.
Yeah.
Dominating win coming in from WPA, Rico.
Yeah, I think if this continues, I don't wanna curse kasi ito yun din yung sinabi ko kanina sa Inferno, di ba? I
Yeah.
mean, natuwa naman nila. Pero sabi ko, di ba, baka maging 2-0.
It would be so funny.
It would be really funny. And also very telling kung gaano ka-importante talaga tong semifinals or yung Liga Republika natin dito.
Yeah.
No? Everybody is very hungry to be on the international stage and to test their mettle. And you've got players that are relatively new to League of Legends. But we've also got players that have been there since the very beginning.
Yes, true.
Or that went Wild Rift and then League of Legends
Yeah.
ulit. Diba? May mga ganun dito sa Liga Republika.
Yeah, it just goes to show nga na kahit kung ilang taong ka na naglalaro dito, league pa rin tayo.
Pa rin talaga.
League pa rin
Babalik
talaga.
babalik kasi.
Babalik tayo sa
TFT
league
tapos
Yeah.
league player.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ba't ka nakatingin sa akin, tol? Alam mo ba, ako ang pinakamalakas mag-Mordekaiser sa Marikina.
Oh?
Oo.
Talaga? Ay,
Alam mo ba,
naniniwala sana ako.
paggamit ko nga si Susan, naginom si Susan.
Sinasus.
Sinasus. Balik rin mo, Susan.
Ah.
Ayan, paggamit ko kasi Susan, 30 minutes lang ako nagpa-farm, nagsa-stocks. After 30 minutes, I finished farming. Let's go and finish this game. Ganun ako lagi. At least kilala mo na si Susan,
Kilala ko
diba?
na si Susan.
Ayun, Sinasus yun.
Yeah.
Pero yun na, hindi na natin
Nag-usapan.
Game number 2, WPA, kalaban ang Hotdog ni Pollo. Ito na ba ang last game o meron pang isa? So, on casters, let's go.
We are back. Nako, last. Potentially last.
Yeah.
Dito. Pero maybe Hotdog ni Pollo, they got one more in me. Ganun talaga. Back to the trap phase. Azir permaban, Viego permaban.
Interesting stuff here. Again, napaka-targeted kay Devour. Nakita natin yung carry potential pag siya ay nauna sa farm, sa kills. He will really, really press that advantage even further. So, malaking respeto dito sa bans for sure pagdating sa jungle. Ilang beses na back-to-back ang jungle ang nagiging MVP natin and it really dictates the pace. But there's also what contributes to that. Priority in the bot lane. So, I do wanna see kung ano yung ipipick na nila kasi hindi na pwede yung Jhin, hindi na pwede yung Kai'Sa. So, at this point, Varus might be open and might be here on game number 2.
Yeah, Wukong not available, Sinja not available. I think Bai is still available in our picks. Pantheon still permaban because ayaw nilang bigyan ng Devoured na champion na paglaro.
Sure.
So, medyo split in 3 ways nga yung side ng WPA, Azir, Talia, Trundle. These are good bans naman. Hotdog ni Pollo, medyo devoured focus nga talaga. Even without the specific Viego ban, it's still jungler focused.
Yes.
Because, again, the jungler really makes the game go around dito sa meta natin na yun.
Ooh, a little bit of a switch.
Way?
Whoa. Well, Aurora and Victor are not allowed anymore from the bans kanina. Sorry, from the picks kanina. So, ito na nga yun. Reveal na.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. But, Varus is open for the taking, and
Yeah.
I think this was one of the #1 questions, diba? The pick rate is insane. The win rate is insane. Why is Varus just so valuable? I think it's because of the ult, the Soul Shackles in general. Well, that's Morgana. The
Chain of Corruption.
Chain of Corruptions in general is just really, really strong to sort of team fight wise and getting a pick wise in some of these skirmishes. So also it's really, I'd say it's safe in lane because you have poke, you can farm from far away. But it's just a flexible champion overall. Nakita natin yung matchup na to kanina. Well, not actually, but the Sivir one is also a good way to get priority
Yes.
in lane.
Yeah, just farm 30 minutes, get 300 CS, tapos locked in ka na.
Yep.
But before that, medyo ano ka pa. Galio out. Preemptively picking the Galio just to avoid a double AP matchup para sa side dito ng WP. I like it.
Pwede rin siyang flex, I assume, if you want to play some mind games. Support Galio.
mid-top support.
Yeah, Galio support's also pretty good. Maybe not in this scape, but if you want to really play around and surprise people, mid and support is a possibility. Syndra being picked up, I wouldn't be surprised if they do pick this up. They really need that burst. So imagine Chain of Corruptions, you have space enough to roam the map, you put your orbs down,
Boom.
and then just boom,
Yeah.
explode someone.
Wala
And
na.
that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Burst lang para sa side ng WPA. Need to round up with a support somehow here. I think Varus with a Karma would be good. A Jarvan would be good as well.
Oh!
Devour Jarvan. Would you go horse? Can you pick the Hecarim for me for the one time? Never mind.
Oh,
Alright,
no.
it's the J4.
It's gonna be the
Alright,
J4.
J4, I am helping. That is J4.
Oriana has not been picked yet, but
Eh.
Syndra is already there, so I suppose Oriana delivery system is not going to be available.
3? I mean, Filippo has been teasing this the entire time. Maybe it's time for them to release the 3. Pero yun nga, Ivern's still on the hovering side. Rumble is a good pick here because they're trying to avoid the double AP matchup as much as possible for WPA. So instead, sila naman yung magda-double AP dito.
Ito din yung combo kanina sa first game natin sa Inferno, di ba? It was a Sivir paired with a heavy engaged support,
Yeah,
either
Rumble.
and then Rumble sa top. So this is a good recipe to cut off the escape. Imagine on the hunt, patakbo ka. Tapos may equalizer na ilalagay sa
Hahabulin ka
ground.
lang.
Exactly. Mabagal, di ka makaka-escape. So I love the first 3 picks so far dito sa Hotdog ni Pollo.
I mean, these are strong picks. Again, the Rumble is a big threat right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Just to fight
Sure.
against Mrs. Varus here. Para hindi siya, he can't just auto-attack willy-nilly. But I think because of, another reason why Varus is so good here, pwede siya magpalit ng build
True.
on the fly. Pwede siya mag-comment, pwede siya mag-lethal tempo. That's the beauty of the Varus pick here.
Whoa. On a Kali
Yeah.
ban here. Really?
For Helia in
Yeah.
particular, kasi they play Akali top. It's a big
A
threat.
big respect
Yeah.
ban coming right in. And meanwhile, it is the Vi getting removed. So looks like this could go for a traditional. It's giving traditional front to back.
Ooh,
WPA if they banned out the Vi.
I'm thinking, Kindred. Ooh, that is a big risk. I mean, they have the tank with the Galio.
Oh,
And honestly, I feel like that's good. Yeah, Kindred Galio is a synergistic comp. You just put your ult in the middle, and then Galio's like, hello. Hey.
Yeah, Lamb's Respite, buy some time, and then
Galio,
heroic
her.
entrance, boom.
Boom.
That's true. Big knockup.
Okay. So we have 2 carries para sa side ng Hotdog ni Pollo there. Again, we have the threat of Seri, but ang tataki ng side ng WPA. We have the Alistar up front. Maybe another tanky top laner here for the side of WPA just to mitigate a lot of damage. But I do think ang lakas ng threat dito ng Kindred kahit tank yung pipiliin ng WPA. They need to pick a bruiser somehow.
Question is, which one? Napili na yung Gwen kanina. Camille has always been one of the pairings that you'd like to put with the Galio
Yes.
into Hextech Ultimatum. Pero yun nga yung kina-worry natin, di ba?
Oh.
What if they lack damage? Jace on the top will solve everything. Now, but to wrap this up, either you pick another support. Yeah, there it is. Your support
Ooh,
is going to be Braum. Interesting.
Yeah, because they have 2 AD carries from the Beehive. They need a tank to put Unbreakable in the front line. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I like this. Just to counter 2 potential 3 abilities dito sa side ng WPA.
Yeah.
So I like this
Beautiful.
comp. Very risky para sa side ng Hotdog ni Pollo dito. Because they're reliant on getting kills early on.
Yeah.
They could fall off really fast.
I agree. It's WPA's very standard poke composition where you poke them up into a Syndra trying to burst you down. And you use the Cataclysm to engage, yes, but also to create terrain space between you and your carries. So it's a very front-to-back poke type of composition. If you're Alistar for disengage to push people away when they get too close. Meanwhile, for the opposite side, it's quite the heavy team comp. The
Yes.
Equalizer is definitely going to reach the backline. And I think the pressure talaga is going to be on the Rumble to make things really interesting for yung backline ng WPA. Pati nang sinabi mo, di ba, itong si Braum will have to block everything to make sure na they mitigate the impact of the key ultimates or CC sa kabila.
Di mo makikita yung damage ng Braum, pero makikita mo yung damage mitigation niya later on in the game. That Unbreakable will make or break them. Kasama na din yung Glacial Fissure kasi kailangan nilang tuusin. Sabayan niyo yung Equalizer, sabayan niyo yung Glacial Fissure.
Oh,
Pero
yeah.
mas low. Hindi sila makakagalaw.
Fire and Ice!
Yes! Ganun nga. Pero yun nga, for the side of WPA, kailangan lang pumasok. Yun lang naman. There's only one champion for the side of Hotdog ni Pollo na makakatakos dun sa Cataclysm. That's the Kindred. Other than that, yung Braum, pwede siyang tumangkas gamit ng W, assuming na may tao dun. But other than that, solo-wise, si Kindred na makakatakas. So, just Cataclysm anyone else besides the Kindred.
That's true. Siguro ang aking main concern is usually, di ba, kung may ball delivery system ang isang Oriana, meron din grand entrance, sorry, that's Dorcon. Heroic entrance din dito para sa Galio. Sino yung magiging main delivery system mo? Because usually the reliable gap closers are not present. I mean, you have on the hunt. So it can be a pseudo way to get into the fight. But other than that, it's definitely a reactive composition rather than someone that starts the fight.
Kung sino yung matatarget dito sa Hotdog ni Pollo, doon siya magawa.
Oh, exactly.
Yun lang naman talaga
Yun lang.
It's either that or doon sa taas ng ult ni Kindred, yung Lamb's Respite niya. So kung ganun, pwede nga nilang gamitin yun. Pero, at the end of the day, to all the sides from here we go. 2 teams have entered here. Only one can go to the grand finals. WPA, they're looking to defend their trophy, while Hotdog ni Pollo is looking to stop them in their tracks. This has happened dito sa semis natin, Rico.
Oh.
Will it happen again? Will it go into a third game? Will we get our own Silver Scrapes? Or will it be another defending champion sitting on their throne once again in the grand finals? All will have to wait.
Yan ang katanungan na maisasagot really, really soon. It is again WPA looking to really make this into a 2-0. This draft that they've made is very, I wouldn't say it's simple.
It's very 2-0.
It's very 2-0. It's very poke type of composition. You've got your scaling poke champions like the Jace, like the Varus. You've got 2 walls, basically, the Cataclysm and the Alistar.
Yeah.
And then you've got your heavy burst mage in the middle.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the reason why I was wondering where the delivery system is going to be is because you want to heavy engage to counter a poke type of composition. Because if you allow them to keep poking in these dragon dances, in these Rift Herald dances, or maybe even Baron or Atakan, then it might spoil trouble, and that's where the on the hunt comes in. That's when the equalizer comes in.
Yeah, we saw this exact comp din sa first series natin ng game number 2, and look who won.
Yeah.
Yun nga ang tinataka ko. Will they subvert expectations here for WPA? Will the Paul comp redeem themselves this time for game number 2? Grabe, no? Ang ganda din ng threat dito sa harap. It's so annoying having this Alistar up in front. Just press R. It's like, yeah! Beat this! Virus is able to play. ang pinagtataka ko, anong build yung gagamitin ng Varus?
Malalaman natin yan. Mamaya, feeling ko it's gonna be heavy towards the poke. I feel like if they really want to go all in on
Comet.
this, yeah, it's gonna be the Comet, probably.
Yeah, they can't really afford to go lethal tempo kasi may equalizer nga. There's so much, like, not poking potentials
Yeah.
here. And that's something that we'll have to see in-game. WPA sitting on the throne right now and they're looking to strike Hotdog ni Pollo down. Hotdog ni Pollo looking to sizzle a little bit. A force a game number 3. It all happens here dito sa last series for today. WPA, Hotdog ni Pollo. Let's get right through it. I'm looking at the keystones right now. Mist did pick lethal tempo.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, not Comet. Okay.
I think it's one of those things where they already have poke, so maybe they want a consistent damage dealer on the side because there's already burst anyway.
That is true. Okay.
On mid lane. So that could be like the thought process kung bakit nga ganun ang kanilang pinili, which makes sense.
Yeah, I can agree there kasi sabi mo nga, too much burst cannot be bursty if they're just too tanky. And because nga they have a Galio, it's kind of hard to burst kung ikaw yung Syndra dito sa mid. So it's gonna be a little bit boring. It's kind of a standstill dito sa mid side. But Syndra should have the advantage here. Siya nga yung range dito sa melee matchup natin. But funnily enough, Galio can just gap close tapos taunt tapos wala na. Ubos ng buhay
Wala
mo.
na. Yeah, exactly, right? So imagine getting that priority, and if you win that lane early, you have more access for the different parts of the map with your ult once you reach 6.
Yeah, phase rush on the Alistar. It usually takes Summoner Spellbook here for the Alistar. So, ang advantage nitong phase rush na to, you spam all of your abilities, pwede ka mag-pulverize, tapos tatakbo ko sa likod, headbutt.
Yeah. No, true. Again, you are meant to be a moving meat shield for your backline carries here. Lalong-lalo na medyo front-to-back ang approach ng Hotdog ni Pollo. Meanwhile, early heal.
Okay, early fight, but it's just the poke here. I mean, they got the heal out, so they'll just force it. But most of that is galing nga dun sa passive ni Brom. Brom is a little bit low. They're forcing the support to be a lot lower than expected here. So, forcing most of the healing items for the side of Hotdog ni Pollo as both sides, naku, magka-separate silang dalawa. Leaving the CS on the table.
Grabe.
Wow.
Ang laning. First, the level 1s are always rough because it's a battle who reaches level 2.
Yun
and it's a battle of winning the HP trade at the very beginning. And lalong-lalo na kung kalaban mo ang isang Sivir, eventually kasi pag level 1, level 2, you have your boomerangs and you have your W, which makes things a bit much harder for a Varus to catch up in terms of wave clear. Lalo na magli-lethal tempo ka, hindi ka Comet.
Yeah, and it's looking like a scenario where Sivir can't really farm naturally.
Oy!
Kasi poke comp nga has to run away. Grabe, laki ng bawas nun. So Hotdog ni Pollo, again, micro-wise, having a good time dito early on kasi, again, draft disparity. Varus a little bit stronger there. And range to melee matchup. I don't like it.
Yeah, it is quite forced underneath that tower, which is, quite unfortunate. Pero pagdating naman ng level 6, Rumble is going to be more comfortable in that lane later on. So abangan na lang natin yung level 6. Right now, it is that level 3 spike that we always love pagdating sa Alistar lane.
Yes.
So most likely, they're gonna be more proactive with this.
It's a little bit of an engage here. It's a fight for Scuttle. They get the smite down. They finally get away, but they force a lot of sums down. And oh my goodness, that is the ADC still alive. And I am glad he saved his summoner spell at the last second. I would have been scared if he just got stunned.
Yeah, that's true. It was a 2 birds and 1 stone kind of thing too. Pandemonica was able to, join Gochi on that flash. But here we go. It is going to be Dragon really soon. And there are 2 options. So, WPA, if they get a pick with Chain of Corruptions, lovely. They get the Dragon.
Yes.
But, if they don't get a kill, get a pick, it will be a very difficult team fight for them unless they're able to poke, just able to get space to poke a lot.
Yeah, the space very important para sa side ng WPA kasi kailangan nilang kailangan nilang engage. A lot of these guys could just go in. They could set up their own fight. Hotdog ni Pollo, not much. There's two, I think, on mine. The Galio and the Braum in particular. Yes, they could follow up with the Severe ult on the Hunt. But other than that, they could only react to stuff, right? Chains of Corruption, you put it on the Severe spell shield. Wala na.
Yep, true. The Braum as well.
Yun
They
din.
need to be careful. Oh,
Ooh, a little bit alone here for the side of Azabeth. They get the EQ.
right. They got
Flag and
their
drag
pick.
combo. First blood and no conversion into Dragon as of yet, but they'll take the first blood.
really nicely done here. They have the capability to do so. Flag and drag combo into the Sin, the stun, which gives you a lot of space to gain more control over Riverside. Then, they weren't allowed to, ward aggressively, but first blood is first blood.
If you guys don't know what the flag and drag combo is, it's Jarvan's E into Q.
Right, yes, that's
sorry,
it.
sorry. That's a old league thing.
Oh yeah, the flag and drag.
So E is the mash and the standard, the
Yes.
standard flag, and then Q is the dragon strike. So
yeah.
yeah, tutorial.
Tutorial. And I don't know if people still use the term insect kick anyways.
They still do.
They still do?
Yes, but just for LS. I mean, insect is still like a term, right?
Insect, yeah.
My-
Insect
you know,
is a
I wa-
decent player.
I was watching Insect, but
Yeah.
he was still playing. And then there's a term for it.
Yep.
Mad Life.
Mad
Life.
Life. Thresh player.
Yep. Thresh.
Yep.
Blitzcrank.
Yes.
Yeah,
Blitzcrank
it was
as well.
Blitzcrank first before the Thresh.
Yes.
Mm.
Exactly. Oh, there's so many League of Legends nostalgic terms that, maybe hasn't survived the test of time.
No,
but
they
there are
do.
some that still are used.
I feel like for other games, Mad Life is still used also. Because it's only a term for like hook stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
like hooking, the pulling of like abilities.
Yeah, any pull champions.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I'm getting
Nostalgic attack.
my beard is growing white right now.
Wow. And now we are in a very different stage of League of Legends. There's like the LCP right now. Right? That
Remember when we still had the league before, like in season 2? Remember old Mineski?
Oh, wait a minute. Are we talking about the Pro MPGL
Yeah.
or are we talking about PGS, the Pro Gaming Series?
PGS.
Ah. Shout out to the people that watch the Pro Gaming Series.
Yo, shout
That's
outs.
where I was born.
Oh my goodness.
That's where I cast it first.
Whew.
Oh my god.
I feel like you were there when I was watching like a child.
like a child, like a sanggol.
Oh!
Sorry, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Siguro hindi naman isang sanggol. Siguro isa namang
Bata.
bata.
Bata naman.
Yeah.
The gap. Mind the gap.
Mind the gap,
Oh.
chat. Mind
Oh.
the gap. Okay lang yan. Para sa mga naglalaro ng League of Legends na matagal na, mga ilang years na, 10 years. Nagulat nga ako. Teka lang, baka meron laban.
Okay, here comes the Winter's Bite from the Braum, and all that Azabeth needs to do is run away. The Ignite proc is already gone. That's a lot of true damage, but at the end, Hotdog ni Pollo, they're able to get 2 grubs potentially here. They're still looking to go for a counter engage. The TP is up. They have to wait a little bit more. They missed on the Chase of Corruption though. That's a little bit tricky. But they're still able to secure 1 grub for the side of WPA. The engage comes through. Mikey Han is very low in HP. They can't really go back into the fight. Pandemonic goes down according to Mist as the Lamb's Respite gets used. Mist is still poking in the middle. Mind the Flame Spitter as the Flamethrower bruised through as WPA still engage on the fight. That's still an advantage for the side of WPA. 2 for them as 2 goes in the way for Hotdog di Pollo.
Crazy stuff. Now, a big team fight. Cataclysm showing kung gaano ka-effective yung space na nagagawa ng isang Jarvan. But again, it's so fascinating, talking about the past. And
No,
I just
yeah, no.
I just realized also, I think it was, oh, teka lang! Surprise! Bulaga.
Surprise. Wala lang.
Wala lang. Nagpakita lang. Ito na.
Sige, sige.
Sin Zhao, nag-share si League of Legends PH ng parang happy birthday.
Lord Drop.
Sin Zhao is 15 years old. And when I looked at that photo, I was like, oh nga pala, League of Legends has been here for more than
For
10
so long.
years.
That patch, fun fact, Sin Zhao released, I think it was on the same patch as Black Cleaver without the unique passive proc.
Ah.
So you could stack 5 Black Cleavers, tapos insta-kill.
That's funny. There's so many other funny things that
There's so
happen in
many
League.
funny things that happen in League. Wait, what champion was released nung naglaro ka?
Zed.
Zed?
I think it was Zed. Or Jinx. Zed or Jinx.
Oh, ako si Jarvan. Ang
Ah,
tagal na
talaga?
nun. Ang tagal na.
Pero di ba dati yung League of Legends, wala pa kasi noon laning. Walang assigned roles dati.
Wala.
Any lane was basically free for all.
If you were the first pick, you get to play whatever you want.
Yep.
If you're on 5, you will play support.
Yeah, yun
Then
yung
you
dati.
have no choice.
Ngayon, fix na yung role before ka mag-queue, pwede ka na pumili. Iba dati, no? Nag-uusap pa talaga, no?
Pwede
Para
po mag-bot.
Yeah. You had to appeal to your teammates.
Appeal to emotion,
Oh,
mga
emotion,
ganun. Oh
like,
my
please.
goodness. Natatakot ako. I remember yung rune pages pa.
Oh my
Binibili
gosh,
ko.
yes, of course. How could I forget?
Shoutouts to influence points, IP.
IP.
Oh! Converted into blue essence.
Yeah, now it's just blue essence.
sorry.
Oh, wait. A gank is possible dito by Filippo.
Filippo, I mean, doesn't have that much stun. It's just the slow nga eh.
It's
So,
just the equalizer.
yeah.
If nag-dash up, papasok. Ayan na.
ay na! Engage in the middle. Do they have enough damage to go in front? Nope. Harpoon, not enough to reach. If that harpoon hit,
Yeah.
I think the Kindred would have committed to that, but not enough damage. They go somewhere else here on the bot side as they're looking to get something out of this scenario. Where is Devoured? Going for Drake. They know that the Kindred stop side. They didn't get anything. They're gonna get something out of this.
Yeah, they really wanted to get that kill to transition it into an open top tower. And therefore,
Oh, what is Argona doing here? Force Unleash, Lamb's Respite.
Naku!
Is the Galio a little bit near? Gets the taunt, gets the passive, gets one more auto attack, and finally fighting back. They do get the dragon though for the side of WPA, but they
Naku.
need to get the SOS signal down.
Okay.
Oh, pwede pala yun. Defensive.
yeah, defensive. It's like a Braum
A Brom W.
W,
Yeah.
except ultimate ang gamit mo. Tsaka wala naman objective, so
Oh.
pwede, it's gonna be back up. Unless now you need it for this situation.
Oh, what am I gonna do for my Kehan? I'm stuck in the middle, Cataclysm, and again,
Uh-oh.
good target.
Naku.
Nadamay pa nga yung kakampi. Filippo, mortissimo. Parang kulang na sila dito. Problem is though, Seri is around the area. There is a TP coming in for the side of WPA, but they're coming in one by one. Where's the rest of the team? They're trying to go in though. There is the Saber coming in. Huge damage with the boomerang. Where's the ricochet? Where's the damage? Gets one. That's the shutdown that's used. Is he gonna commit? Flag and drag. Pushing a little bit closer to the sun. Looking like Icarus right now. Oh, force of will. Able to survive with 1 HP remaining. They get away. Still a good trade between the two of them.
Mukhang di pa titigil si Agrona or gusto lang hindi masayang ang minion wave. It's just so close. Kasi buhay na si Filippo, so it's a good call to just back away and respect that. I love the tower dive attempt. And they succeeded coming from WPA. Gold-wise, still, parehas pa rin. Pero Proto Belt now in the hands of Maikehan, so that means more aggressive, taunts gonna come through. From this Galio. So far, no, tama nga yung nangyayari. A little bit reactive because that's the only thing they can do at the moment. But you gotta be afraid. Pag fully stack na ang Manamune ng isang Jace,
Game na.
Game na. Diyan na lalabas ang mga masasakit na poke.
Yeah, ito yung mga masasamang kwento dito para kay Jace, no? It's just a matter of time bago mag-ramp up na siya. And that gives a little bit of time for Hotdog ni Pollo to force a fight. Because that's I mean, as you said, that's all that they could do here. They have to force a fight or else hindi nila bibigyan ng WP na sa kanila yung advantage. 6-4 na nga. So, what more? Do they have to force? Not quite. Pull comp sila eh. So they could just farm up and then just get their lock items and now they can play Punk after that.
And it's crazy too, like, aside from the Cataclysm, aside from the push ng isang Alistar, pwede ka rin itulak ng isang Syndra. So, you can really tell what kind of composition WPA wants to assemble dito. And there's a lot of pressure for the Equalizer to hit, a lot of pressure for the Hero's Entrance to get into the fray. Pero, let's check out what everybody is. Leandris is kompleto na para kay Siri, so mas masakit ang Equalizer.
Oh, laban na to. I think they have to go for another fight here.
Oh.
I think kasama may bot lane. They're still forcing it. Forces the summoner spell flash to get away of that sticky scenario. And no sums at all taken for Hotdog ni Pollo. They can take this objective down, but in turn, gets traded dito sa top side. More objectives for the side of WPA. Hotdog ni Pollo just needs the gold right now. They will have to go in. Justice Punch connects, Winds of War, and they try to counter Actius with another Chains of Corruption. No one gets the follow-up fight there. No one wants to go in. They'll just let them collect the turret on the team though for WPA.
Good trade.
Secured.
Good trade here by Hotdog ni Pollo. Pero nawala naman din sila sa mid lane tower unless it is prevented. It is prevented.
Yep. Because they know that on the hunt, you can be a little bit aggressive here. They can take a lot of hits. Yuntal kasi napaka-sakit on hit.
Yep.
Plus, more on the crit side later on in the game. So, the more time passed, mas makaka-benefit ang Yuntal sa kanya.
Exactly. And that sustained gameplay ng isang Sivir ay makakatulong na i-maximize talaga ang ganon. Let's check out the items. Sinabi natin kanina, Yomu's being picked up already by Relia. Ito namang si Seri, it is that Leandris getting picked up. So, ang inaabangan natin na power spike ay definitely the Manamune, Muramana for the side of Jace. Kung malakas na siya ngayon, mas lalakas pa siyang lalo sa power spike.
Nako, yeah, we still haven't seen like more of it. I mean, even though nakatatlong kills yung Jace dito, I haven't seen a lot. As of the moment, he's just farming up along with Seri here. And nakasalalay talaga kay Seri yung mga equalizers niya later on in this game.
True.
Needs to get objectives now that they have the turret. They're almost even on gold advantage here. Ult, potentially. Lance Respite still getting stunned.
Yep.
Gets to use it finally. There is a TP coming down in. And they force him to get away. Not gonna use the Hero's Entrance first, but another engage. Force of Will gets the shield up from the Hero's Entrance, finally getting used. But a lot of ultimates being used defensively. They could take the Dragon now for WPA.
They definitely have to give this up. They do not have the tools to fight this at all. Ang daming na bait. And yung bait pa, through a stun. Ability versus ultimates. That is crazy trades in favor of WPA. So, let's see right now. Dragon is going to be secured. That's the second para sa West Point Esports. And this is going to keep building and keep building. Ito na, I think Muramana na lang ang kulang nitong si Relia. And that's a very, very crazy spike. They can keep forcing more fights like this if nabili na yun.
Ocean Drake is a big threat also on the board. I don't think any of these teams would like to have the other team have Ocean Soul. It's just one of these, it's just one of the souls that you don't want free regen.
Yep.
For free?
Yep. For the Pokemon?
For the Pokemon?
No.
Don't give that to them.
Yep.
Oh, no. Okay. Pop heal there. I mean, he does have face rush. Akala ko nga may spellbook siya dito para palit niya kaagad. So, not too much there. Yeah, more turrets being taken down by Hotdog ni Pollo. They're really hyper-focused on getting the turret gone. But WPA can just do that normally. They're forcing like a lot of resources onto their side. That's missing them out on the objectives here, Riku.
Yeah, it's just a cross-map play kasi hirap sila sa team fights eh. Hirap sila sa mga dragon fights. They want to make sure that the scenery, the territory is prepped for late game pag lumabas na sila.
Right.
Atakan, lumabas na sila Baron. So, they'll take what they can. They're not gonna be super impatient in winning team fights for now kasi, again, medyo mahirap. You want Kindred to sort of scale and stack up. you want the equalizer to be twice as painful, so you're waiting for that second item.
Mm.
So, these are the spikes that we're looking at. And kung titingnan naman natin yung gold lead, it's not really much. Well, WPA is still in the lead, but we're always worried about the Atakan fights later on, the Baron fights later on.
It feels like every game na nakita natin, may nag-take ng Atakan pati Baron. Doon nag-flip dun sa side na nakuha eh. So, doon tayo magde-decide kung mapupunta nga dun sa side ng WPA or makakabawi ang Hotdog de Pollo. Gold has now significantly lowered now. Sa around of 500 gold lead lang. Di 500k 500 lang. So, good on them na Hotdog de Pollo, they did focus out on the turrets. Now they have to focus on the objectives. WPA is around the area here, around the Atakan.
Kaya nga maganda yung ginawa ng Hotdog de Pollo. Tinanggal na nila yung top tower. So, they need to find a way to dive top, remove that, and get more space for Atakan.
Oh, Argona's a little bit stuck. Here comes the harpoon. There's no turret to save them. Argona gonna get taken down by the winds of war. And that gives Hotdog a Pollo a chance to get this Atakan, but they're not gonna go for it yet. They need to defend the tier 1 turret. But it's so low. Like, just give it away. Just take the Atakan.
Yeah, there it is. They're gonna lose 2 towers, I think.
Yun lang.
3.
Oh,
Three
okay,
towers.
maybe defend it.
They're backing away. Is somebody stopping their ports?
No.
Oh.
Oh no. So they're getting 2 turrets for nothing? Or they're gonna take
They're gonna get
Atakan.
But you can really tell na meron konting hesitation kasi
yun nga
may
eh.
nagbaback, biglang may nag-cancel, and then they just decided to go for it. It is definitely quite unfortunate with the trade, but stat points are stat points for battle stats later on to contest the future dragons and to contest deny Dragon Soul.
Yeah, the two turrets of WPA, nakakatulong yun para lang makuha nila yung breakpoint items nila para sa laro na to. And on the next fight, now WPA can play. Kasi nasa kanila ang good lead. They can start getting the items. They have significantly more of a power spike compared to Pollo here.
Totoo.
They have the stat block. They have the items.
Totoo. Map control also is significantly shifted towards WPA. Usually, mid lane gone, very painful, but an inner tower gone on bottom side, you don't have as much access to ward your own jungle, therefore not a lot of easy access towards a dragon as well. So you have to make it up for the other lanes that you can control and ward early before they arrive.
And speaking of, I mean, these two guys need to be the ones to fill in the shoes of the carry. Mist and Gochi, Yuntal and Navori Quick Blades, as well as Blade of the Ruined King and the... What's that?
Navori?
No, the bottom of
Ginsu.
the Ginsu.
Yes.
Sorry. I remember when Blade of the Ruined King was still like an item and not just a character.
Yeah. I know.
Oh. It's getting a little bit antsy here. Scuttle being used as an anthem here for the ability. Equalizer. No one's there around the area. They just have to give it up. Very low though. And WPA, they are using their poke comp to a good cause. They can't really circumnavigate around this. They're just getting poked off. Here comes the Cataclysm. They force off the Lamb's Respite. They have to run away. Flag and drag. Oh, and he gets sniped. They're going to go in. WPA, they're looking to lock it down. Double kill onto Mist. Can we get a third one? Not so quite. Hirelius on a killing spree right now. Triple kill for Mist. Can we get the fourth one now? No, they won't, but they will get the ace. WPA is looking to lock in this series. They'll get more objectives, potentially pushing closer to the Nexus.
WPA, the presence of mind that they have. Gusto ko give props to the Alistar players. See, Azeved did a fantastic job stopping the taunt from happening. Tinulak niya yung Galio for a massive stun and allowed the backline to reposition in a much better scenario. And ito na nga yung nakikita natin. Pag wala na yung equalizer, yung Glacial Fissure, hirap na ang Hotdog de Pollo na maipanalo ang mga fight. And after that, imagine, trading ability for an ultimate is just a really good trade overall. And they get rewarded for a dragon, they get rewarded for extra gold, and this time around, ito na yung nakikita natin na medyo significant yung gap between sa economy nilang dalawa.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good gold lead early on until they flipped it on a big fight, and all that happened because someone pushed someone around.
Yeah.
Dito, no? Ultimate
Whoa,
use. They have to force it. Good on the shield of Duran. They managed to put them down. 1-for-1 trade. Where's the hero's entrance? They managed to live. Filippo lives for another day, but not without consequences. Another trade for the side of WPA. Mist is still alive. He's trying to chase them down. Where's the shield of Duran? Doesn't get anyone. He's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Where's the Kindred gonna go? Has to hop away. W on the side of Brom. Gets away safely. But where is the mid lane? Maikehan is still stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's still getting poked on, but he cannot stop the onslaught that is Mist and Varus. 3 kills for Mist and WPA. A lot of objectives now, and Baron is another one of that. Riku.
Oh, the timing of everything. 50 seconds on the clock for Maikehan to respawn, pero mas maagang namatay ang WPA members, kaya sila ay mas mauuna dito sa Baron in terms of numbers. They're gonna rush right in. Equalizer not available. On the hunt, ultimates not available, but they will try. Pero ang bilis ng Baron take eh.
And so, I mean, that's the benefit of lethal tempo there.
Yep.
Easy destroy. You have Blade of the Ruin King, you have Wits End, you have Ginsus too. Who can stop you at this point? That Wits End is such a good item against this comp. Double AP heavy, and you stop majority of the damage there, and you get a shield after that. Like, what can you do? It's like, it's free.
It is definitely free. It's a lot of safety sa itemization ni Mist, who, you know, has a lot of these tanky frontliners like the Jarvan, like the Alistar. Pero syempre, it's good to have a secondary lifeline for yourself. And ito na nga yun, Baron is in the hands of WPA. They're in quite a huge lead, almost 10k gold lead dito, and they're gonna just play this by the book. It's not a 1-3-1, which makes sense because again, their comp is front to back, so they definitely want to just stick together and put pressure on both top and mid.
I'm looking at the items that Mist has right now. He has a Giant's Belt. I think he's looking to get the... What's that item? The one that reduces the crit damage?
Good question. The name escapes me.
The name escapes me.
But
But I feel like he's
yeah.
gonna build that item just for another safety net. Because technically, he only needs, what? The Blade of the Ruin King and Ginsus. And that's it. He can build anything else. And that's why Varus is so good in our meta right now. He's gonna get chopped to bits, but he can still survive here. And the turrets are going down one by one, Riku.
WPA, they're in the cusp of heading over to the grand finals. A big equalizer can really extend the time of this game. Where is it? I wonder.
Still looking for an opportunity, but this is a slow cook, Riku.
Yeah.
Inhib down in mid, and they're looking to get the top turret as well. Hotdog ni Pollo, it feels like the dog is cooked. They still have one more fight in them, but they still have to hold on further because their turrets, they're whittling away.
The full value of this Baron, grabe. Now they're definitely going to respect na lang the fact na they're gonna get some get a marks. Filippo gonna take advantage of this little bit of a lull to make sure na meron siyang space.
All right, give me the camps, please. I'm begging. I just want to level up. What can Kindred do at this point, right? He has Triforce. He has the Collector. What else can he do at this point, right? Their breakpoints do not match the side of WPA. And look at their items too. They're really reacting to what Hotdog de Pollo has right now. You got Frozen Heart for the Jarvan just to avoid any of the attack speed going on for the Severe. And the Kindred too. It's so good right now. Their itemization's on point.
I know, they're really fully prepared for this. They were so confident getting into, like, you know, this front-to-back type of composition. Oh no!
Ooh, gets the flash away, but no flash, as you said. That's one less summoner spell to worry about for WPA as they attempt to go for one more fight. Flag and drag, Cataclysm, that's one of the members that you don't want to have Cataclysm on. The terrain changes now. Woo. The Chain of Corruption gets the Severe. She is awfully low, but they get to survive another day. But the Ocean Drake might be collected here, and that is Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul and a poke comp.
I know, it's just absolutely nuts. Of course, the other side would have wanted this for themselves.
That's
They're
true.
going to get poked out, but they deny that anyways. ang sayang, ang nakita ko, si Pandemonica at si Siri, they were able to create the layering of Glacial Fissure and Equalizer. Problema nga lang, the damage was
Walang
not there.
damage.
Yeah.
Nagtataka nga ako. They're still building defensively here too. They have Zonia is gonna build up for the side of Seri, but you need damage. They need damage right now, and I think WPA is reacting to it by just building tank. Okay,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
okay, you want to slow us? Okay, we'll just survive, and then we'll just follow up afterwards. It just takes what, 10 seconds?
Yeah, yun nga eh. It's just so, the advantage is just so overwhelming on the side of WPA. And this is their playstyle, right? Medyo kalmado muna. Pag sure na sila
Tapusin na.
na malaki yung agwat nila between the other team, ayun na, sugod na sila ng susugod.
Yup, here comes the Demacian Standard, Shield of Durand to get away, but that is the Chains of Corruption, only getting one, but I feel like that is enough. There is one less standing here between them and Grand Finals. Only Mikey Han gone, and 4 members left for Hotdog ni Pollo. This is their last stand. It's a 4v5 right in front. Do they just let them burn, or do they come out swinging? Flame Spitter up in front, and again, a slow cook still. They don't want to finish the game yet, Riku.
Playing it safe, playing it very disciplined, baiting out important ults.
But
Fights
that-
again?
Oh, unbreakable hammer time for the side of WPA. It looks like a lost cause for Hotdog Di Pollo as Filippo is the last one standing. Lamb's respite, and it's gonna be a cooked lamb for dinner, guys, as WPA are looking towards the Nexus. They're looking to defend their throne as the best team in Liga Republika. We're gonna have to see WPA tomorrow here for the Grand Finals, as they will be the ones to stand tall against Inferno Esports.
Woo! What a game! That was clean. It was clean, it was careful, it was decisive. They knew when to strike. Kung alam na nila, it was a 10k gold lead, and then it was just a lot of confidence pagkatapos nun.
I mean, pagkabuto naman dito, really solid game, syempre. I mean, I'm actually expecting na makakabawi, of
Yun
course,
nga.
yung Hotdog ni Pollo. Pero it's just, I wanna talk about the objectives na meron din dito, yung mga players nga ng West Point, I mean, ng WPE. Pero yeah, save lang din naman. Pero yun nga, pareho lang din naman, di ba? Pero yun na nga, no, I mean, pagpunta naman dito, no, I mean, objectives-wise, syempre, everything secured. Like what they did dun sa game number 1. Kumbaga, itong game na to, mas sinolidify pa nila yung win nga nila dito. I mean, yes, pagpunta naman sa kabila, yes, they have that Rumble, they have that DOT, pero walang pakialam yung walang pakialam yung WPA.
Wala talaga. They knew what was coming. I think basang-basa. They knew what skills to press to
Yeah.
bait out an ultimate. The Lamb's Respite, the heroic entrance, the hero's entrance, again, parang ability trades against ultimate. And then
Yeah.
after nun, mayroon silang excess resources. So, okay, pwede na ako mag-cataclysm dito to bait out something. So, every move felt very calculated for WPA.
Lalo na yung mga Drakes nga nila, no? I mean, siguro isa talagang kailangan natin i-point out. Kasi in terms of them, of course, they have the Cloud, they have the Everything Ocean Drake. I mean, kompletong-kompleto in order for them just makakuha rin yung sustain nga na makuha nga nila. And I want to point out as well, yung initiating capabilities din na pinapakita rin ng WPA nga dito. I mean, with that Alistar na hindi nga talaga nila mapitas-pitas. Napitas nga nila, pero isang beses lang. Pero yung amount of initiating capabilities na gagawa nga ng WPA dito is just trying to catch these players off guard.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that WPA do perfectly here. Just engage and just wasting a lot of abilities galing sa side ng kabilang team.
Yeah.
As long as nakuha nila ang mga key abilities, that's their time to strike. That's when they fight back.
Yeah.
Okay lang kung mag-trade sila, basta at the end of the day, nasa kanila ang advantage.
Actually, timing. Yan yung isang maganda nga sa WPA. Look at that. Meron sila isang Baron. Yes. And in terms of timing, ito yung maganda. Na-force nila yung laban, yung malapit dun sa may Baron.
Yeah.
Then nung lumabas na si Baron,
Yay!
Matik!
Yeah,
Libre sa
matik.
kanila yun, Rico.
Yun nga eh. I think also, don't forget yung hinayaan nila na, I don't know if it was a dragon or something. Or,
It was Atakan. It was Atakan for 2 turrets.
For 2 turrets, 3 kasi yung mid-low na. So, 3 turrets is an insane deal for Atakan.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pero eto, I mean, syempre, you mentioned a while ago, Varus, syempre, isa sa pinaka-deadly sa tournament na to. Paano mo nasabi yun, Doc?
Very adaptable sa lahat ng scenario. You could play him poke, you could play him as a carry. He has a lot of tools in his shed and it only takes him 2 items, no?
Yeah.
Ginsu's pati Blade of the Ruin King, okay na siya. And then you build what? Wits End for MR, you build any armor item just to help yourself. Varus is such a good champion kasi he also has Chains of Corruption. Just point and click and then wala na.
Yeah. I mean, pagpunta dito, look at the top. 6-1. Is that 6-1 or 8-1?
Is that 8-1?
8-1.
It might be 8-1.
Yeah. Pero yun, I mean, the damage na binigay ng lahat ng mga players na to, it's just, they're not giving a chance nga sa kalaban nga nila. Pero yung na-point out nga natin, Varus is here, 7-1-7, and Mist is the MVP of the match, Rico.
Exactly. So, imagine Varus ka and then you're able to just be in a proper position to make sure that your presence is not hindered kumbaga sa pag auto attack kasi this is your build basically. It's very different, right? If you
Yeah.
wanna play an auto attack Varus or a poke Varus, iba yung movement mo.
Yes.
You basically need to get in more in
Yeah.
the fight to maximize this. And I really think Mist did a fantastic job to maximize this Varus.
Grabe, no? I mean, meron siyang sustained damage nga dito. Kitang-kita mo pa lang dun sa itemization nga nila. Pero I wanna point out as well, yung itemization din, kasi na-point out ko yung kanina, what do you think yung kulang sa kalaban nga nila kung ba't sila natalo dito?
Sa akin, I mean, they already farmed enough. It's just that they were also building defensive items which could have built into more aggressive items. Kasi
Yeah.
they're already behind. Tapos the other team's already building defensive. So, kailangan nilang maging a little bit aggressive next time. Pero yun nga, ang ganda ng itemization para sa side ng WPA.
I agree. I think yung isa pang nahirapan itong composition din. I think the delivery system was not there. I think I really like the composition. It's just so hard to execute.
True.
Yeah.
Feeling ko. But then after that, the rest is history. WPA just took advantage of how difficult the composition sort of synergized together.
Yeah. I mean, lalong-lalo na si Brom nga kanina, no? Kumbaga parang hindi din siya ganun nararamdaman dun nga sa total damage output na pinapakita rin dito ng WPE. Pero at least pagpunta naman dito, Rico, are you really that surprised na 2-0 tayo ngayon? Or siguro you're hoping for a game number 3?
I think game number 1 pa lang, disiplinado na talaga si WPA. I think they were very confident sa composition na inassemble nila. And you could tell na compared to the first series, it was more contained. There was a lot of, maybe the first 15 minutes,
Yes.
it's going to be farming. We won't take fights unless necessary. Tapos, after 15, boom.
Yeah.
Talagang tinatantad yung every single team fight.
It was not given talaga on the even side of economy. Nasa objectives lahat ng ng advantage ng WPA. Despite having the gold advantage being neck and neck, as long as they have the objectives for WPA, they could just keep moving forward. They don't really mind about it. And then later on the game, as you said, boom!
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
Magaling mag-burst.
There's a reason kung bakit ganito yung mga plays nga nila. Siyempre, they really wanna go back dito nga sa Grand Finals. And they will! Makikita ulit natin sila tomorrow. Pero bago ang lahat, siyempre, makikita ulit muna natin ang WPE Academy, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens right now. So, big shoutouts nga pala sa kanila. Hello, WPE Academy. Narinig nyo ba kami? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Ayun, alright. Siyempre, ito back-to-back champions. Yan yung pwedeng mangyari if ever nanalo kayo tomorrow. Pero syempre, pagpunta naman dito, no? I mean, are you expecting this to happen sa inyo ba? Are you really that confident they can actually go back dito sa Grand Finals?
Yeah, we're pretty confident. Just like nung sinabi ko nung last interview na magiging clean 2-0 lang din naman itong semi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Predictions are
Prediction.
correct.
Yeah.
Confidence is really there. Ang aking question naman, Is there anything that can happen tomorrow that may put a little doubt in that confidence or wala talaga?
I think as long as nag-stick lang kami sa plan and yung communications namin is okay. And wala naman siguro magiging hadlang for tomorrow.
Wow!
Love that.
Grabe yun. Dire-diretso lang sila. Walang hadlang.
Grabe.
That is huge. Sobrang bigat ng mga sila binibitawan dito ng WPA. How about you?
Sa akin naman, I mean, Devoured, nakita na kita no last year na targeted ban ka palagi. Ngayon nata-target ban ka pa rin. Lumalaki ba ego mo sa kaka-target ban sa'yo?
Hindi naman po. I mean, given the situation na palaging nababan jungle champs ko. Kaya sa scrims, sa practices namin palagi akong nagtatry ng new champ para
Yun nga, di ba?
So merong hindi ka pang nare-reveal na champ pool dyan.
Para napakadami
Yes,
players
yes,
sa
yes.
League, tol.
Grabe. Baka may ano dyan, may ilayo na jungle.
Actually, baka magulat nga eh. Yung mga hindi naman talaga jungle, gagawin yan jungle, di ba?
True,
O sige, iban nyo lahat. Sige, meron
Sige.
pa akong packet dito. Pero yun na yung maganda sa kanila, no? I mean, the adaptability of these teams talaga nakikita nga natin nagsha-shine for everyone nga pagdating nga dito. Pero guys, dito nga sa team nga natin ngayon, do you have any messages na makakalaban nyo tomorrow sa Inferno?
Call out.
Good luck na lang siguro. Sana mabigyan natin sila ng magandang series, yung mga audience. And siguro, same lang din naman mangyayari since last year sila lang din naman yung katapat namin.
Hey!
Wow.
Hey.
Oh my. Back to back. Grabe, no? Kumbaga, dito talaga magtatapat ang lahat. Siyempre, I mean, nagkita na tayo last year, magkikita ulit tayo
Ulit,
ngayon.
yes.
May the best team win. Pero yun nga, for West Point Esports Academy. Lastly, meron ba kayong gusto i-shoutout, friends, families, mga nagmamahal sa inyo, mahal sa buhay? Let's go. Isa-isa.
ikaw na, Reven.
Go, Reven.
Ako, gusto ko lang shoutout yung family ko. And my girlfriend na laging sumusuporta sa akin.
Grabe.
Yun.
Sana all.
And for me naman, to all my fans, thank you for supporting us and keep supporting us tomorrow for grand finals. And shout out to my girlfriend as well.
Yun.
That's it for me.
Kaya pala ang lakas.
And
Oh,
YouTube.
shout out to all my friends and family and especially kay Novats and Ju who help us in the inside.
Ayun, thank you. I was, kinabahan ako eh. Kaya ako sabihin na shoutouts to all my girlfriends. Buti hindi. Sige pa guys, sino pa?
Ako.
Yep.
Shoutout din po sa parents ko na nanonood sa baba sa TV. Saka sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa WP. Sa
Shoutouts.
coach namin at kay Ju.
Shoutouts po tito and tita. Nanalo po ako ng
Sa akin
Q.
naman is shoutout sa mother ko na sinusupport ako lagi and kay Noat sa coach namin, especially din kay boss. Yun po.
Yeah. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we have West Point Esports Academy. They will advance tomorrow sa Grand Finals. Congratulations. See you again bukas. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Yeah.
GG.
Alright, there you have it, ladies and gents. Sobrang solid na game, sobrang solid na araw, pero syempre, meron pa tayong bukas.
Oh
Malalaman
my
natin kung sino ba ang magiging kampiyon sa Liga Republika 2025. Pero syempre, meron din akong mga tanong sa inyo.
Oh,
Last na tanong na to.
Sige.
Ano yung mga favorite moments nyo na nakita? Sa'yo muna.
kukunin ko na.
Oh, sige
So,
muna.
Sige,
the
kunin mo na.
lowest hanging fruit is the base backdoor by 2 people
Ay,
habang kinakancel yung Baron
Mhm.
Baron ports.
Yeah.
At yun yung basically game 3 natin para
Yeah.
sa Inferno. Kaya sila nandun ngayon sa Grand Finals.
Yeah, how about you, Doc?
Ginagawa na eh.
Sabi ko, ako muna. Alam ko sa
Kaya pala nauna. I mean, ako, favorite moment, I think yung interview nga. Kasi, ang gaganda ng mga call-out nila. Kasi gusto nila makuha yung isa, pero WPA pa rin yung pumasok.
Yeah.
So, iba na yung makakalaban. Sila pa rin yung makakalaban. So, rematch siya. Noong last year.
Yeah.
Iba nga lang yung pangalan ng isa.
Oh, yun nga. At saka maganda, at least, lakas mo ulit yung WPA, di ba?
Yep.
Yan, di ba? Kasi last year nandun ka rin right?
So, kunyari, nasa finals na ako. Semis lang na yun.
Pero of course, syempre, may kita ulit natin ang ating playoffs bracket. Syempre, ano ba yung updated na nakikita nga natin ngayon? Of course, andito, nangunguna. Syempre, ang Inferno Esports nandito sa Grand Finals. And syempre, andyan din ang West Point Academy para naman sa Battle for Third. EYYA, and it's gonna be Hotdog ni Pollo ang maglalaban tomorrow. So we have 2 series, isang best of 5, isang best of 3. So kung sa inyo, magpahinga na kayo ngayon kasi napakahaba ng araw natin bukas. Lalong-lalo na if nabuo yung 5 and 3 games. Ang tagal nun, men!
5 games tomorrow.
Maganda sana kung simulan natin ng mga tipong mga 9 a.m. No? Para tapos na tayo ng mga hapon, right?
I remember last year.
Pero eto of course, prediction muna tayo before natin i-end yung show. Sino mag-champion tomorrow?
I don't know. I really like what I saw kanina sa Inferno also. So I'm gonna be a bit of a rebel. Say Inferno could win tomorrow.
Inferno. How about you?
Ako okay na ako kay Inferno kasi masaya na sila At the end of the day, sila pa rin yung panalo. Pero sa akin, I'ma be the bad guy. WPA tayo po.
Yan ang gusto ko. Pero of course,
bad guy.
before natin i-end yung show ulit, do you wanna shout out everyone? Kayo ba? Meron ba yung say shout out? Friends and families? Let's go. Doc, ikaw muna.
Ako, shoutouts na lang dun sa office. Shoutout dun sa opisina ko, nanonood ata.
Grabe yung opisina mo.
Opisina I hope they're watching me. And shoutouts to the family at home. Alam kong umaalis ako araw-araw. Ito na yung rason ko na yun. Nandito ako na yun.
Yan. How about you, Riku, PH?
Well, shout out to you guys. This was a fantastic job today. Shout out to Siralkin and shout out to the PH community para sa League of Legends. Maraming salamat sa never-ending support ninyo sa community na ito. Thank you.
Meron akong throwback. Kasi meron kang hindi ginawa na request ko kanina.
Naku po!
Alin?
Voiceovers mo!
Ay, okay.
Ng PH, ng League. Ready? Riku, 3, 2, 1, go!
That tasted purple. Si Lulu.
Ayan. Nice one. Nice one. Thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you. Ayun nga. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it all regarding ang ating dalawang series. Nga, syempre, magtatapat-tapat ang mga malalakas. Bukas, sino ang magiging representative ng Philippines para sa darating na LCP? We're gonna see that tomorrow. Syempre, makakasama natin bukas. At syempre, andyan si Giyang Gaming together with Coach Rek. Kumbaga, mga titos of Manila. Ang mga makakatabi nga natin ngayon. Really kind of know what's gonna happen. Syempre, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your semifinals match para sa Liga Republika. Maraming salamat sa mga nanonood. And please don't forget na pumasok din sa ating official Discord for you to have a chance to win amazing prizes like codes at kung ano-ano pa. Pero yun na nga, scan nyo muna to. Yan. Ito ang official Discord ng Liga Republika. We have a lot of things to be given away. Syempre, i-post nyo yung mga throwback nyo. Makikita nyo yung picture ni Doc kanina na batang-bata pa siya nung pumunta siya ng 2016. Pero ayun na nga, I mean, really can't wait kasi lalong-lalo na bukas ang mainit na laban. This has been your Liga Republika 2025 Day 1, of course. And syempre, meron pa tayo bukas. On behalf of everyone, Siral Kita, maraming salamat. Riot Games as well, League of Legends, sa lahat ng sumuporta, nag-comment, nag-like, nag-share. Thank you very much mga pala si Vel, kasama ko si Riku, kasama ko si Doc. Maraming salamat sa inyo. See you tomorrow.
Stars are floating down below. I'm waking in your arms.